Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. Well, I see a Marauding Mako, which is the card I want to take. But you could take LED, and that's really good in the Madness archetype, I think. We're gonna find out if it's good. It seems okay. We're gonna take that. What is like the optimal pick in this pack? It's not a very good pack overall. You could say Atraxa if you want to go Reanimator. Animate Dead's probably better than Atraxa, because this is good in like a wide range of things, but like either way, you're gonna take Anime Dead and pass Atraxa, or take Atraxa pass Enemy Dead. I want to get out of that. I want to take a Lion's Eye Diamond. There's so many things you can do with this. Like take a Wheel of Fortune. You know what's good in a discard deck? Wheel of Fortune. Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of locked into it now. We're here. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. Holy cow. All right, take on Underworld Breach. That's a good start. This is it. This is essentially like Brain Freeze, right? Because you Wheel of Fortune and then LED. Wheel of Fortune gives you 7 cards. You crack LED, 7 cards. You can play LED twice. You can play Wheel of Fortune again. This is essentially the combo. Downside is this one draws your opponent a bunch of cards. So they could maybe stop you, but if they're tapped out or whatever, which they usually are, you could just kind of do the thing. Okay, now what do we want to do with this greatness that we've been given? I want to wheel the Mako and the Root Wallas. That's for sure. Bone Charge is interesting, but I think we're going to take a Verdant Catacombs. Green-red fetches, there's a Taiga. Taiga's pretty good. Satyr Wayfinder might wheel. Blood Crypt also pretty good. I'm not gonna take Epic here. Let's just take Currency Converter. That's gotta be better than Taiga right now, right? It might wheel, but this card's really good in a deck like this. Although double on color, this might wheel too. I'm gonna take this. I love the converter. It's so good. There's Frantic Search, insane with Underworld Breach. Let's do it. We're going in. What do we get? Is this... No, this is not a new pack. This is a bad pack. Botanical Sanctum helps with Frantic Search. This is fetchable, but it's not very good. It's also not fetchable with Verdant Catacombs. I could take blue-black. Am I more likely to want that than blue-green? Probably not. Let's just go here. Rug, Breach, stuff. Don't really have a win con yet, but like, who needs a win con? There's Tendrils. I think Tendrils is bad. This is like a very good example of using the data from the cube. Like Tendrils had huge negative anti-synergy with this deck from the cube. It doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, but it means on average decks that are running Tendrils and Breach tend to perform worse than decks that aren't running Tendrils and Breach. Like just Breach, no Tendrils. And personally, I feel that too. Like this is a useful card I can do a lot of things with. This card only does one thing ever. And so I want the useful card. And I want to wheel the Wallas and the Maka. Let's go. I believe. Maka, Walla Walla, Currency Converter. But first we gotta see Maka Walla Walla. The Root Wallas are the least important aspect of this. But they are fun. But I think like for the discard archetype, they don't add that much. They're just fun. Someone took my Maka! Disgusting. Now I just have to play a boring old Storm deck. Fine. Well, joke's on them. Wait. They took my Maka, but then they left me with good stuff. That's weird. Carnage Interpreter. So I'm not playing a Maka. I could play a Horned Oculus with Frantic Search and Wheel of Fortune. That's kind of sick. This can do stuff. This just attacks well, but I think the Oculus actually works better in this deck. There's a Walla. So someone took my Maka and then passed all the good discard cards and a Root Wall. That's what that says. 6 can retrace Underworld Breach. That's interesting. I don't have time. We're taking Root Walla. Taking this lets me grab a Taiga. There's also Flame of Anor with Thundertrap Trainer is quite good. That's pretty good. Is this a wizard? No. This is a wizard. Alright, we're taking this. Blood Crypt gives us access to black. Voldarian Epic Hero gives us another discard outlet. But I think just taking the fixing. Epic Hero is kind of the worst option there. These cards are so unplayable. Well, actually, Portal is really good. The End Stone is unplayable. I'll say that. There's Equivalence. There's Monument. There's our Vengevine to go with our Ruwala. But we're going to start with Echo. Unfortunately, I can only take one of these two. It's probably going to be a Monument, but I think Echo is better in the current build. We're looking for a Brain Freeze. Bazaar of Baghdad, I would just play. Like, Bazaar of Baghdad, Echo, Breach. Like, you can fill your deck up just to storm off easier. And now there's Squeeze, right? So you can go Bazaar Squee just as like free card draw that doesn't require playing any spells. Dig through deck. Frantic Search, Bazaar of Baghdad, also sick. Bazaar enables Underworld Breach. Yeah, Bazaar should just be in the cube always. I don't know. It should just always be in the cube. It's such a sick card when it's enabled to a modest degree. Okay. There's a Mox Pearl. They changed the Mox artworks again. Mox Pearl's quite good in a Storm deck, I've heard. Breeding Pool with Verdant Catacombs. We don't have any green cards yet. Party Thrasher is cute, but probably going to wheel. And then Iteration Vista is good. We'll take the Mox. They keep changing the arts. So it's like, it's hard for me to... They used to be a different artwork, and now they're like old style. Emery's kind of sick here with Lion's Eye Diamond. Fury is really good. Fury's also our first removal. Emery might wheel. Fury just helps us stay alive and is just a, like, just does the thing. But Emery LED is so good. But I already have Underworld Breach LED, right? I'll take the good card. I could also, I have a Blood Crypt. I could take a Thoughtseize, but I think that comes later. I don't want to add colors if I don't have to. Like, Demonic Tutor definitely would add, but otherwise, I don't know. Wan Shi Tong is crazy. I'll probably take that card just because it's good. Missing not that much else. Maybe a Robber of the Rich. Echo Van's a 0. Fury is also a 0. Rootwall is also a 0. Is this a wizard? Please tell me this is a bird wizard. Bird spirit. This is a win con. I'd probably just take it because now we have Breach, Frantic Search, Oracle. Yeah, we have a way to win the game. We don't even need Brain Freeze anymore. This is also a wizard to go with Flame of Anor. Oculus puts it into the graveyard, right? So it actually doesn't matter if this is discarded to the Manifest Dread, because I could just get it off Underworld Breach. I do have a lot of fixing, none of which helps my deck right now, so that's something. What are my sideboard cards? Oh, completely unplayable cards, got it. Spirebluff Canal. I can take Deathrite, Blood Crypt, Taiga, all make these playable, but I think I take the double on color fixing here. There it is. The Bazaar. Is it better than Steam Vents or Memory Jar? Steam Vents isn't fetchable. Bazaar could wheel, but it's genuinely so good in this deck. I need to find like a squee. Also, Bazaar going this late is another good sign. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's insane. Bazaar Treasure Cruise. That's a combo. Not missing out on much else. Okay, we get the Monument. Vengevine's cute, but I think Monument's kind of cool. We can, in this deck, most of the time, we're going to be getting mana and or treasure tokens and card draw. But this effectively mitigates the Bazaar downside as well. This is like having Squee. No, it's a 3 mana Squee, but you get the upside of, instead of just draw a card with Bazaar, this does all 3. You draw treasure, like it does the whole thing, which is awesome. Troll of Khazad-dûm currently just grabs a Blood Crypt. I don't think I can Oath of Druids, unfortunately. Party Thrasher might just have to be it, although I could take a Firebolt. This is a Lizard Wizard, though, but I think it's going to be a Firebolt. Liliana, Temple Garden, Talisman. I really don't know what this card is for. You only get the red mana until end of combat. Kind of weird. We'll take this. Maybe play it, because I do have a lot of 3s. Probably not, though. If I need to be aggressive, this is a good sideboard card. This can fill my graveyard, and it finds a land. I kind of like that more than Suplex. And I don't know. Cut this. Cut this. Okay, what do we got? Orcish Bowmasters. Really good with Wheel of Fortune. Evora's pretty good with some of the stuff we have. Probably Wheels. Tamio's just insane. Also a great combo with Bazaar of Baghdad. And more on color, but I have Echo of Aeons and Wheel of Fortune. It is going to be hard to play the Bowmasters. She's also a wizard and on color. This is hard. Bowmasters plus Wheel of Fortune can just win the game, but Tamio is a wizard, so it's go to Flame of Anor. She's better with our main game plan, and she's in our main colors. Right now we have two black sources. I'm gonna take the Tamio. Really tough pick. It just came down to like, I don't have mana for that. Narset works very similarly, but quite a bit better. I could take that. I could take Force of Negation. That can keep us alive. Trinket Mage is also fairly important. I think LED is really, like, very critical for the deck. Problem is it's 3 mana, which is a lot for this deck to ask. I'm going to take a Narset. I have 2 draw 7s here. There's a third. There's also a Psychic Frog. There's also Urborg, which is really good with Bazaar. Time Twister, probably just the pickup. I mean, this is so many draw 7s. I wish I had the Bowmasters now. Oh, Thought Scour. Is that it? Do I just take Thought Scour instead? I might. It's good with Oculus. It's really good setting up Breach. And I have so many 3s. I just take a Thought Scour. Here, Consider is pretty similar. Take that. Counter Spell, Vampiric Tutor, Multiversal Passage. Vampiric Tutor being able to grab Breach is fairly important. At this point, it's kind of a one-card combo in our deck. Counterspell is pretty good though. Also, that like just being able to play our cards. I have one piece of fixing essentially. Yeah, I don't want to make my mana worse. This is my first counterspell, right? That is my first counterspell. All right, take it. So Undercity Sewers lets Verdant Catacombs grab red and blue. It's also Surveil Land. The other option is like a Pentad Prism, which is pretty good in the deck too, just letting us boost our mana, but I think the Surveil is pretty important. Mystical Tutor cannot find Underworld Breach. Relic of Sauron's cool. Oliphant can grab Blood Crypt. I don't have a Steam Vents, so unfortunately no. Mystical Tutor doesn't do a whole lot for us. I mean, I can grab, I guess, Wheel of Fortune. I kind of would rather just take a Relic of Sauron or a Flame Slash, but I have Firebolt and Fury. Don't think I need the Relic. Let's grab a Flame Slash. Sheldock Isle is incredible in this deck. Holy cow. Lumberjack's cute, but like Sheldock, wow. That's amazing. Okay, we'll grab a Sheldock. Watery Grave also lets Verdant Catacombs get untapped blue. I like that. I also kind of like Ledger Shredder. That gives me a way to discard stuff, but let's just get better mana. Night's Whisper. I could run Doomsday. I'm never casting it, but I have LED. But I don't know. You can't use that to make Doomsday mana. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Nowhere near Hogacking as usual. Wow, frog. What? 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 Well, I got the fixing for it. Let's put a frog in the deck. Holy cow. Toxic Deluge. That gives us a Wrath. Baleful Strix gives us something else. But this gives us an answer to like Shieldreds or whatever. Not playing any of these. But if I need to get aggressive, I have this. Plain Swamp Forest. Take a Surveil Land that I'm never playing. Bright Glass Gearhulk, my beloved. It is not today that we will join. This deck's looking interesting. Cut the Talisman. I don't know about this monument anymore. We don't have a huge discard theme. I'll still probably run Bazaar. But not seeing a single squee is kind of rough. Not playing the Root Wallow. Yeah, we didn't see like any of the good enablers. But this is a 0. This is a 0. This is a 1. I don't know about this one. It does some stuff. I think Monument's better than that. Tursa, we don't need. I'm going to count this as a 0 just so I feel better about my mana curve. And this is a land, this is a spell. 25. Wanji Tong. Put X counters rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a counter on this and draw a card. I think that's a sideboard card for the current deck, because we're pretty we're pretty all in on this, and we don't need too much additional card draw. I have, I guess, only 2 draw 7s. Town Greeter. Mill 4 cards, put a land card into your hand. The mill is good. If I hit Underworld Breach, I'm kind of screwed. But we have plan B of Oculus or Frog, but it still is a fairly cuttable card because it's also hard to cast. And then, is that just the deck? Yeah, it looks really good. Not that many win cons, but who needs win cons anyway, right? Who needs win cons anyway? So let's go through, see what lands we actually need. Because I don't think I need Taiga because Catacombs can grab a Blood Crypt. And I don't think I need Botanical Sanctum either. I do have 2 black cards, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources, so it's not that bad. Really wish I had the Bowmasters, but I didn't have any black fixing at the time. And we got like a 10th pick Psychic Frog or something absurd. Is this a wizard? No. That would be so fun. Okay, we're going to run it like this. 2, 2, 6. Feels kind of good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Counterspell and Narset. Black sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 2 black cards. Red sources 1, 2. This can't get red right now, right? I need Taiga so this can get red. No, it can get Blood Crypt. But untapped, unpainful red. Yeah. 5, 1. What just happened? Why did this change? Red sources now are 1, 2, 3, 4 for... Is this Fury sketchy? I have like 4 red cards. Maybe Fury is pretty suspicious. I just bring him in matchups where I absolutely need it, and I can run... I can block with a Root Walla? Guess I run this instead? Oh, Tursa, it's at random, right? So I can't specifically choose Underworld Breach. Maybe it's just fine. It's a free spell that I can only use sometimes, and I think that's okay. So that being said, I think I'm going to ditch this and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I have 2 black cards I want to play on turn 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. And then like 12 of this. Let's do this. Okay, 17 lands. One of them is Bazaar Baghdad. See you all round 1. Oh, right, we're playing against Rigel B. Let's go first. Yeah, I'm on the play. We get a Mox and then a reshuffle. And opponent gets a random hand. So that's pretty sick. Mox. They can't even daze me. Deck this, dead blue. Tap this. Play Echo Veons. I would like to untap with a land. Great. Let me consider. I don't want a swamp. Psychic Frog would like a swamp back, please. Dang it. It's okay. I could just cast Wheel of Fortune next turn. They have Mox Diamond. That makes my Wheel of Fortune bad. I think I hit them into an even better deck hand than they had before somehow. I do get to Firebolt the Luminarch. And I do have Fury against... Ooh. Okay, Swamp come back. Still gonna Firebolt this dude. Go ahead. You're gonna buy me so much time. A Johnny. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Island. So I can hold up Counterspell. Hang tight on the Fury for a turn. Sure. Take 3. The problem is for Fury, I'd have to lose my Wheel of Fortune, which is currently the only thing that does anything in my hand, because I don't have black mana. But it's only 2 damage. That's fine. Can't have that happening. I need my mana. Thunder Trap Trainer. You got it, dude. Frantic Search. Okay, put all those on the bottom. Go ahead. I was kind of hoping for a black source. That's okay. Thunder Trap can hang out. It's a wizard. They only have 2 cards in hand as well. And they're not Glorybringer or Athari or Fourth Ear Lingus, so that's all good news. Skull Clamp is, you know, it's a discussion. Draw 2, flip a Johnny might seem powerful to some. I might agree that it is powerful. Enduring Innocence. Okay, but it's just card draw into card draw. We don't care too much about that. They make a cat. Uh, Hardcast Fury. Attack and kill a Johnny. 1/1/2. You get that thing, but a Johnny's dead. Yeah, we're a storm deck. No, nobody would have suspected from the Hardcast Fury. Here comes Glorybringer. Okay. Of all the things that could have been, not the worst. Pretty bad, but not the worst. Let's frantic search. There's a Narset into a Wheel of Fortune, so... And Verdant Catacombs can grab a Badlands for me. But Narset Wheel of Fortune's gotta be the play. We lose Narset to Fury, but we get a whole hand to get one card. Gotta be the play. Untap these. Play this. Grab a Watery Grave. Or just a Swamp. Just a Swamp. I still have the mana. Play the Narset. Play the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. They're gonna kill Narset anyway, so let's activate Narset. I love all of these. What do I want to grab? Underworld Breach can just do it with Frantic Search, Thassa's Oracle. Grab that. Discarding Night's Whisper, Watery Grave, Night's Whisper. Okay, do you kill the Narset? Yes, you do. What did your 2 cards give you? Jacked Rabbit, X equals 1. They're still holding up 2 mana, which I really don't like. Can we get a, what do they name with this? Can we get High Tide in the cube back, please? We so good here. They name planes, and they keep it tapped. So, Mana Tithe, Spell Pierce. Those are the things to worry about. I can also just jam an Oculus. There's so many things I can do here. Let's not die to something weird. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tiger. Oculus seems insane. Oculus. Tameo, Flame of Anor. Get rid of 1, 2. Land, Deluge, Swamp. Then Tameo and Flame of Anor. I could just hang out on? I could flip Tameo. Artifact creature. Kills Skull Clamp and Fury? That doesn't flip Tameo, but I think that's fine. You have Mana Tithe, you don't. Good luck! Put this manifest. And then at any time I can just win, but I don't need to. They can attack with a rabbit, make some tokens. It does draw them a card. Fair. Block. Do they have like a lightning bolt and they're wondering if they kill this? I don't know what's happening. Okay, he's down. They pass turn. I have 9 cards in hand or in deck. Monument. Kind of sick, actually. Look, we're just going for fun here. Let's play Monument. Let me flash that in. I could firebolt a rabbit. Move. Let's just attack. Right, because I can flip a Tameo as well. They have a Demi of the Silk Shoots, which can give their creatures indestructible. I see. So they give it flying. They can eat a Tameo. Sure. Sure. And then I'm gonna firebolt this dude. Just see if they have like a Mana Tithe. Okay, hexproof and indestructible. Good thing I didn't try and firebolt the rabbit. They have 1 card in hand. I have a 2/2. Manifest Dread. They draw land. I don't really want to show them the combo if I can avoid it. I mean, it's kind of obvious maybe, but they're also just dying here. I don't know why that didn't attack. I definitely clicked it, but that's okay. They trade. You got it. Let me get more mana. put this on top because I can Oculus it away. So they died to what I have. Sick. Didn't have to show them anything. White creature control. Or just white creatures. Which I feel like our main deck's fairly good against. I'm still not sure about this monument. We have LED monument, which is kind of sick. Well, this is a hand. It's got a Mox and a Frog and a Dream. Mostly I just want to see. Like, this could be... Oh, we have Frog plus... Oh, no, they have... Are we dead? They just have counter magic available. We have Flame of Anor. Let's go Island. See if they counter the Mox Pearl. They don't. So I can Flame of Anor next turn. Frog is not a wizard. Here comes that dude. Skull Clamp. Okay. Take 4 in the air. How will he compete with a frog, though? I guess the cool thing is you can sack him anytime. Oh, that's a wizard. I gotta play the frog, though. I can set up for wizard, Flame of Anor, if I'm really concerned, but at the moment I'm not that concerned. Take 4. I could eat the Ademi. I could just discard my hand and go for it. I think that's a bad idea. Which enchanter my Mox Pearl? Fairly rude behavior from the opponent. Okay, let me attack. I'll just discard like a mountain. I guess I'll play Taiga, just in case something weird happens. Attack you. Okay. I'm gonna wait to discard this. Yeah. Because I could draw like Bazaar or something. We draw Swamp. I can Flame of Anor. Thundertrap Trainer just kind of blocks. Sure. Wheel of Fortune, Echo Vans. Well, I want those. I'll take this, I guess. A lot of card draw. Wait, are they holding back a Demi of the Silk Shoot? No way do they hold that back. Okay, I was gonna say, you don't just do that. Maybe my attack was wrong, but need to get deeper with the frog. Because now I can frog, make it absolutely massive. I think I chump block here. Or I take 6 and then I can Flame of Anor better, but I think I just... Oh, they didn't give it flying. Alright, I will trade here. That seems great. You can have cards. Fractured Identity the Frog. So you get a frog. Discard this. I'm probably just going to draw some stuff, so... We want to make our graveyard bigger. I can Flame of Anor their frog. Let's do that much. Okay, that works out pretty well. Flame of Anor does 5. Firebolt kills this. They can discard 3, he would still die. We're like a weird storm control deck. It's really sick. Then I Firebolt this one. And I really want to cast Wheel of Fortune instead of Echo Vans because Echo Vans reshuffling my deck is not something that I want. God of Souls alone? Oh. They were just holding on to those or what? What the heck? What happened there? They're just holding on to all of those. Should have Wheel of Fortune last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're gonna get the cat and the double cat. What the heck, man? I'm genuinely dead next turn, I think. Because this is like so... Yeah, that's it. They had that all in hand. Just hanging out. Let's go... Island. Wheel of Fortune. Holding up for Underworld Breach. And I'm probably just dead. I draw Underworld Breach. But no Lion's Eye Diamond. 1 short of Frantic Search. 1 short of everything I would want to do. And I'm just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Where did this come from? They had 1 card in hand. Alright, on the play, let's do this. We've been having enough messing around. Keep this. Thundertrap Trainer, Lion's Eye Diamond, Frantic Search, Monument to Endurance, LED. We got all this stuff. Frantic Search, Monument. Really just need a 3rd land. I've also learned they don't seem to have much in the way of disruption, so also good news. I wanted these. Flame Slash is better than Firebolts, but none of those are particularly great. Alright, we just need any land, tapped, untapped, don't care. Yeah, Giver Runes is annoying, but there's a land. We're doing it. Let's, I guess, go Swamp Trainer. Then I can Flame of Anor if I hit a mountain. Although Narset seems good too. Yeah, I'll grab a Narset. Clamp. I will trade here. Will I? I don't have red. Let's trade. You draw two. I can play a Narset. That's actually quite good. Although Monument into Frantic Search is also really good. Narset stops them from skull clamping, and it lets me top deck Time Twister, Echo Vans, or whatever right now to empty their hand. So let's do that. Literally whiffed. Insane. Go ahead. Whiffing on Narset in this deck is so unfortunate. Gotta be wary of Fractured Identity from them. They choose Island. Okay. Narset stops that. Can cast a Fury. Could play Monument. Fury this down. I think I play Monument. Narset at 3. I can just go for card advantage battles. They have the card when you play it puts a counter on something. If they do that pre-combat, they kill Narset. I'll be kind of sad about that. But they wouldn't draw a card. I don't know if I care if they draw a card. I think I'm going to make them have that card, though. I don't think they've shown any haste stuff. And they can't clamp the Innocence before Narsetting. Like, they can clamp the Innocence, but they can't, like, use that to kill the Narset. So they specifically have to have the card that's, at the beginning of combat, put a counter on something, which they could have. And I think Island is there for Fractured Identity. They might take my Monument, which would be very annoying. Oof. If they Fractured Identity my Narset, I'm dead. I'm like 100% dead if they do that. I should have thought about that. Okay, that is an answer to Narset, unfortunately. Yep. Alright, should have down take Narset. Take 2. But at least they're not Fractured Identitying my Narset. There's a Tameo. I really want a Frantic Search with Tameo out, but I can't. Play Frantic Search. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, pretty good. No mountain, but I can get a treasure here. I can untap this and I can go Tameo Flame of Anor, which is insane. Let me ditch Thought Scour and Consider. Consider's quite good. Let's ditch Consider though. Untap these. I would like to draw a card and make a treasure token. There's an island. I can go Tameo Island. Flame of Anor. She's a wizard. I would like to draw 2 cards and do 5 damage to the Scarlet. Red, this. If they have Fractured Identity, they have to spend their whole turns. What just happened? Oh my god, I didn't draw my 3rd card. That's kind of funny, actually. Fair enough. I thought she flipped. She did not, because I had already drawn my 3rd card. The Identity, the Monument, maybe? Or Tameo. Either one's not that bad. Tameo would be hilarious, actually, because then I just Deluge. Oh, that's bad. Oh, not the end of the world. I can kill everything. Unfortunately, I can't... Like, these have Trample. It doesn't matter what I do. They get the Monarch. I go to 12. They draw. Wax Pearl's great. Cast that. 21 cards in library. I can Deluge for 2. They do keep the Monarch. I can get instant speed Flame Slash. Graveyard this. Instant speed Flame Slash seems kind of good. I do need a red source. This deck is really weird. It's like... It's close to doing a lot of cool stuff, but we're not quite there. Mostly the mana, I mean, we're halfway through our deck and I have no red sources is wild. Okay, Jackrabbit. Not making him big, interestingly. What could that be for? We wondered. Equip Skull Clamp to the rabbit with a couple cards in hand. I can just Flame Slash the rabbit. I think that's the play. Try and Flame Slash you. Great. Nothing for their turn. Okay, I love that. They do have the Monarch, and I currently can't take it back. Downsides of a 0 power. Dude. Is that her hair or is that her head? Or a hat? I guess it's her hair. They're like big buns. Yeah, that makes sense. From a glimpse, I was like, what's going on? But upon closer inspection, it makes total sense. Okay, they draw up to 6. We draw the frog, which is incredible. Let me... I mean, play the frog, crack 2 clues, flip Tamio. So I might as well start by cracking a clue here. Treasure Cruise is pretty good. Let me attack with Tamio. Then Treasure Cruise. Land, Flame Slash, Slot Scour, Consider, Thunder Trap Trainer, Deluge, Flame of Anor. They reprieve this. And we draw Bazaar of Baghdad? Eh? That'll be good. Okay, draw 3 cards. There's Bazaar of Baghdad. Wow, we drew everything. This is the deck. These 3 cards is the whole deck. Tamio's great. Uptick Tamio. Let me attempt a Psychic Frog. I can go for the win right now, but again, there's not a huge rush. Play Bazaar. And I guess we'll hang tight. Oh no, I can trigger it with the frog next turn. So let's trigger this now. Discard these 3. Some good stuff is happening. Draw. Treasure. You lose. Okay. Yeah, we'll just hang tight. You get 1 turn to do 10 damage to me. A Demi of the Silk Shoots. It's a good one. We can have a flying frog to block. They can exile it, but I'll that takes 5 mana. Okay, Locks die. That's a lot of mana though. Aspirant can get huge. You draw a card. They're still at 19 life, by the way. I think they gained 2 off of this, and the only damage I've done is Monument. Somehow they have no pain in their mana base either. Okay. Spooky. They take Underworld Breach. I can totally afford it. In fact, that lets me, if they take Underworld Breach, I can cast Wheel of Fortune and keep Breach in my hand. Fury, also pretty scary. Although a Demi, I guess not. Like, a Demi makes Fury less scary for them. I think they're just dead, though. I don't think it matters. They take LED. Okay. They make this bigger. Or if they have 2 bolts, right? Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, I could die. Although they're just killing Tamio. Instant or sorcery card. It's a green card and 1 mana of any color. I think I just let Tamio die. Although being able to get back Frantic Search seems kind of sick. Let me discard a card. At this point, I don't care about Fury. Let me draw a card. Okay, Oculus, also pretty good. But I don't care that much about it either. Let me discard a land. Get a treasure token. Put it just beneath its owner library, beneath the top X cards. Sure. Now they're tapped out and they die. I don't think they've seen Thassa's Oracle though, so they don't know that I just have a very easy win from here. Let's go red mana. They have no mana up, so Underworld Breach. Let me LED. Hold control. Red 3. Cast Wheel of Fortune. And then crack this for blue. And discard 2 cards. Make a treasure. I don't want to draw because I might discard something that I need, but that doesn't matter because I have Underworld Breach, so let's draw. We draw the Oracle, that's hilarious. You lose 3. We go Island. I have Counterspell available. Let me play... I could just play Thassa's Oracle. Let's Frantic Search once. Frantic Search, exiling this, this, and this. Discard these. Untap these. Get a treasure token. Play the Oracle with one card in deck, and I have Counterspell to protect her. Exiling land, land, land. This is the beauty of not showing them your deck before, and they have Solitude. Kind of sick. I have Counterspell. Do they have another Solitude? That'd be insane. That would be so crazy. I could also crack a Clue token. Nice. Yeah, I just crack a Clue as well. That solves it too. Alright, see you guys next round. Hey, real quick, sorry for the interruption, but I just want to let you know that the game that I've been working on for about the last year now is on Steam and it's ready for wish lists. And we will be opening it up for public playtesting within a month or two once we get the tutorial and everything ready. So it's a deck building roguelike card game that the goal of this game was to try and give you a Storm-like experience, like you're drafting a Storm deck, but in a self-contained roguelike game and add a bunch of improvements, make it single player, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun. And there's some improvements for those who've been following the project that I'm very excited about. We made the card frames look better. Really happy with how these look. And the way the game works is you play cards in links. Instead of having like a mana system, you just play cards in like sequences, groups, or sets. And then the size of the number determines how big of a link the card needs to be playing. So like if it's a 3, you have to have at least 3 cards in the link with it in order to be able to play it. So it's really nice where you can't really get mana flooded or screwed because there's no mana in the game, but it's this nice puzzly aspect of how can I play these big cards, little cards, things like that. And there's a bunch of other things like you face bosses that challenge you. There's like a drafting mechanic, trashing mechanic, aspects, and things like that. Really happy about all that, but the thing I'm most excited about is the way you level up. We have a sort of Balatro-like combo system where you can put cards in your deck that give you combo, and then your knowledge times wisdom is essentially gives you the giant score, and that determines your level. And the level up is not cumulative, so you just have to hit bigger and bigger combos every single turn to continue leveling it up. So it's just this really nice puzzly game of how do I play my cards in sequences and links, you know, get the right numbers to make these work, and then how do I take care of bosses, how do I grow my deck, how do I get better relics, but then you're also constantly trying to build bigger combos to level up to increase your max hand size, deal damage to bosses more, max HP, and things like that. So if any of that sounds good to you at all, go check out Azoth on Steam, link in the description. Okay, we're playing against Redo 94. Let's go first. I wish I had a Lutri in this deck to go with the Fury. This hand is so bad. Wow. This is like, wow. It's impressively terrible. Oculus, Breach, and Treasure Cruise all at the same time. This deck wants Bazaar of Baghdad more than I thought it did. I can bottom a Thassa's Oracle, although it is a wizard. But I think I'm going to keep this, bottom this. This is all of our colors. Let's do it. Maybe this deck really, really wants Bazaar of Baghdad. Okay, library is pretty good. Main phase draw means they have like a Mox. Ugh. I'm okay with library. I'm less okay with it when they have a Mox. There it is though. The magic card. I have my own library. Yep, I'll activate it. That's why you activate it here. Let's ditch Firebolt, Mountain, and Island, and then go Swamp Frog. Or just ditch Flame of Anor. Let's just ditch Flame of Anor. And then, oh, I don't have mana. Right. I can't play the frog without mana. Okay, they draw. Theirs is a little bit better than mine. Ledger Shredder. When I play my second spell, you get to connive. That's feeling very second spell-like. Let's go Swamp. Do I care about the frog now that they have Ledger Shredder? Maybe I don't. Shelldock Isle. Okay, who needs a frog anyway? Ditch this, this, and this. And then I go Mox Pearl, Thundertrap, Trainer, play Shelldock. That lets them connive, but oh well. Play this. It is a wizard. Seeing me discard the frog is probably insane, but they could just block it, right? If I go like Mox Pearl Frog, it's not that good. They discarded Thraben Inspector though. Okay, well. Can deluge the whole board away. I wanted this. Okay. It's kind of weird because at this point, it was the top card of my deck too. I really wanted it. At this point, I don't necessarily want to reshuffle my graveyard, right? If I get to the point where we're really low, I'd rather just Narset. And given Ledger Shredder is out there, I could play out the LED, but I'm likely to play a bunch of spells anyway, so we'll just hang tight. Sheldock's so good in this deck. Man, if only I had a Squee though. A Squee would go so hard here. Because then it makes Bazaar card neutral, and then you just get Faithless Looting every turn, and that's awesome. It kept on top, which tells me some type of counterspell thing, maybe. Discard a land. I don't have black mana, so look. I'm gonna activate again. I can discard the 2 black cards that I can't play. I could just play an Oculus, and then have Wheel of Fortune as backup. 6 cards can easily handle that. Or I can play Wheel of Fortune. I can even beat Mana Leak on Wheel of Fortune because of Lion's Eye Diamond, and then that's also pretty good. What do I go for? Oculus is great because it's a 5/5 that sits in play, and it just kills them. It's less risky, and then I can just untap Wheel of Fortune next turn. So let's do that. Exile the black cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cards I don't want to redraw, right? Like, don't really want to redraw Psychic Frog at this point. Oh, it was a counterspell. Oh. That's not a counterspell. Are they epiphanying into a Force of Will? No. Okay. Got a 5/5. And I might as well attack. I don't think this deck usually will win on combat damage, but I can't block anything they have. Manifest Dread. So I want Consider in my graveyard. Next turn I draw, and I can immediately put a Narset into play. Get lost this, I get 2 maps. That's fine. Take the damage. Undercity Sewers. So I can go for Wheel of Fortune, but I'd rather Shelldock out a Narset. Let me try and grow this dude. Wait, I can Surveil first. Yeah. Flame Slash. I can draw into that. I don't think I care about that. And let's put a map token here. Put Tamio into my graveyard. She's pretty good with Bazaar. But she's also not a combo piece. I'm going to say no. I think she's pretty good with Bazaar. Let's then attack for 4. And we Shelldock a Narset on their turn in their upkeep. So that way, if they interact with it... Oh, but then they can just kill it. No, they can't. They can only do 3. Yeah, if they interact with it, they get off library. Maybe I don't care about that, though. Oh. Or they tap low. I think I just do it end of turn now. End of their turn. I'm not too scared about what's happening currently. Right? And I look like I'm really weak. I have... Oh, no. Only 1 card in hand. They draw. I mean, it would be pretty sick to Narset right now. They're so down on mana. Let's Narset. Let's do it. It resolves. You don't draw. Sick. She has 5 loyalty. You can attack her for 3. You can animate my Oculus. That's fine. Make sure we don't activate Bazaar here. Okay, counterspell, we're in really bad shape. But that's okay. We've been in worse spots. There's the Tamio we wanted. So I can also flip a Tamio. So let's go Wheel of Fortune. I guess I lead on Tamio and see if they counter that. Stern Scolding the Tamio. You got it. Then I will Wheel of Fortune. You have more counter magic? They don't have more counter magic. Fancy, fancy. Okay. I don't even need Underworld Breach to win now. Oh, they had counter... Wait. Didn't they just discard counterspell that they had in hand? What is happening? They played Stern Scolding. Their hand had Remand and counterspell, and they didn't counter any of them? Did they forget about I don't know. That's wild. Let's go island. I'm taking a lot of damage here. And I guess I want to activate Bazaar. There's a treasure cruise. That's pretty good. I don't need monument. I don't need black mana. And I don't need... I like counterspell here. Frantic search. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I don't need thought scour. They have no cards in hand. I think I just treasure cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the Oracle. Good luck! So they can't library, they get basically their draw step. They had remand and counterspell in hand and the mana to cast it, I think. But now I know their deck has Memory Lapse, Remand, and Counterspell, and Stern Scolding. This is gonna be a really hard matchup. And they have Lur's Companion? Why doesn't it show this? Why does it not say, hey, they have Lur's Companion? Right? That seems like it would be an important thing to let you know. So they can attack that, they can attack me. A Thraben Inspector lets them connive. I have Counterspell up. Thassa's Oracle works for 3 right now. And they're tapped out. Fury's actually kind of sick here. Let me just activate Bazaar. 1, 2, 3. Play an island. I have 3 blue. They can't do anything about it. But I guess we will Frantic Search just to be 100% sure. Right? No. Because that lets them surveil. They don't have any possibility of doing anything to this. And this is 3, and if it is X is greater than or equal number of cards in your library, you win. So this is 3, I win. Great. So they are super hard control. Feeling like a Wan Shi Tong type of situation instead of a Fury. They just have a lot of counter magic, right? So Tursa's pretty good against counter magic. Frog is really good. Monument's insane. Root Wall is something. Let's just do this. Okay, Lurrus has entered the reveal cards. Maybe it showed that last time and I just didn't see it. This hand's awful. This can get blue-black. I'll keep this. I'll ditch Toxic Deluge for now. I think this can get a Surveil land too. Flame Slash, okay. Oh, I can get Badlands or Blood Crypt tapped. That's perfect. Baleful Strix. Pretty good against Wan Shi Tong. Yeah, Blood Crypt tapped. Okay, it's not bad. Draw some cards. There's the Tameo. And a Flame of Anor to go with it. Lingering Souls. Okay, bringing back Fury, for sure. Oh, well that seems good. Let me just play the Monument here. Yeah. No, I can play Tameo, right? Because Tameo survives Toxic Deluge for 1. I can also flash in a defensive Wan Shi Tong and or hold up Flame of Anor. I think I want to get down this thing right now. Flashback Lingering Souls. Hold up Remand and Memory Lapse. Both things don't actually permanently counter Toxic Deluge. Draw a Mountain. So I can go Mountain. They can have Stern Scolding, and I care less if they counter this. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Hey, 1 life. Weird sequencing to play Tameo first, but this, like, baits... Oh, miscalc! I was gonna say this baits any of their counter spells. I don't think I saw miscalc from them last game, but Remand or Memory Lapse, I could just replay it. Now I'm in a bit of trouble. Right, I'm taking a bunch of damage. And Fury is not in my deck. Draw an island. So we can attempt an Underworld Breach. You have more counter magic? Well, not Night's Whisper. Play Toxic Deluge. Hey, 1 life. Okay. And then I go to 1. Yeah. I should have just killed the 3 when I had the chance. That was so greedy by me. We're also bringing Fury back. They have Lingering Souls, Baleful Strix. Fury would be insane here. Raven Inspector. Breach is in the graveyard. This could hit like Wheel of Fortune, and then Wheel of Fortune hits under. Oh, whiff. Okay. Game 3. Fury come back. Fury in. Firebolt out. No, if I want to play it, I need to play both. I don't think I have enough discard for that card to be good. It was in play for 3 turns and did absolutely nothing. Okay, we have Bazaar. I'm going to keep this. Bazaar Oculus is actually really good. We do have to get there. But we got plenty of time. We have Bazaar. I can hit Underworld. Okay, Frantic Search. I don't need Thassa's Oracle yet. Don't need this mountain. Narset's cool. I don't need it yet. Turn 1. Go down a card. That's what this does. They have a Mox. Turn 1 Ledger Shredder. Yeah, it's pretty good. Thought Scour. Let's go Island. Thought Scour myself. I hit Counterspell and Night's Whisper. I will pass turn. Verdant Catacombs can get blue-black. Very close to Abhorrent Oculus as well if I can hit a Mox. They're probably just holding up counter magic because that's all their deck does. So I would like to not trigger Ledger Shredder's Connive if possible. And they keep on top. Okay, I will activate this. There's Breach. Ditch this. I need the red from this. I don't need Frantic Search anymore. Do I care about Wan Shi Tong? Also not really. I can go for lethal very soon. Grab a Surveil land here. Staff is good. So they're holding up counter magic? Probably. Okay, fetch. Grabbing Undercity Sewers. Island. Don't need. Toxic Deluge. Not that important. Let's see if we can bait out a counterspell with this dude. Exiling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reprieve goes to hand. Okay. I can activate Bazaar and just discard a Fury. Okay, discard Fury, Toxic Deluge, and a land. Pass turn. Treasure Cruise looking pretty good. Oculus looking pretty good. Breach also looking alright. But I don't know. Maybe they just hold up counter magic and I can never do anything. Lion's Eye Diamond could solve that to some effect. Lingering Souls, they probably don't flash back. Go to 15. Allow me to Treasure Cruise. Well, I can't Treasure Cruise and Oculus. Also makes Breach worse. I guess I will attempt a Treasure Cruise. Exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really want this counter spell. 7. A miscalc. Okay. Goes to the graveyard. Let me Bazaar. There's an Echo Vans that I can't cast, but I'm going to discard that. Oculus. And Island, so I can consider next turn. Echo Vans in the bin. We're really looking for this Lion's Eye Diamond. They only have 2 cards in hand. They flashback Lingering Souls, probably. I don't know. They probably only miscalc there if they have more counter magic, which is really bad for me. They animate my Oculus. I should have just cut that card because they keep doing that. Yeah, the opponent with like 7 counter spells is not what you want to see when you're playing a deck that needs to resolve one specific card. Am I dead next turn? Probably. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? They can play 2 spells, probably. And they don't flashback Lingering Souls, but they only have 2 cards in hand. I basically have to assume they have no counter magic, I think, because this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any single spell they play, or they'd have to double spell, but that's LED, is pretty good. Okay, let me lead with Underworld Breach. No, no, no. Lead with LED because I could play around miscalc with it. But then they get a connive trigger. Lead with LED. No, Breach. If they counter Breach, I can at least LED Echo Vans. Okay, that resolves. Great. Let me play Consider. Very likely this is going to the graveyard. They have Get Lost for Underworld Breach. Fair enough. Put this into the graveyard. I draw Mox Pearl. That's actually quite good. Let's go Mox. Lion's Eye Diamond. Respin. Check this for blue, blue, blue. Tap the Mox Pearl so I have one blue floating when I Echo Veons. Not a great spot to be in. There's an Underworld Breach. Let's activate Tameo Flip. Tameo Flip can buy me one more turn, but they have a full hand, so I don't think that's likely to happen. So let's activate Bazaar. If I hit Lion's Eye Diamond, we could still be in it. I hit a Flame Slash. Discarding 1, 2, 3. I can Flame Slash. I can survive this turn, I think. Mountain. Flame Slash can kill the Manifest, because that's the scariest one. Get Lost in Underworld Breach was disgusting. Then play a Tameo. So if I had waited... If Stern Scolding? Oh my god. Oh, Thought Scour. They mill a Mana Leak. Alright. What do you got for me? 12 cards in deck. Wait, where did Library come from? What the heck? We're like so likely dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can't really kill me this turn, I don't think. They can draw a bunch and have counter spells up. I could draw into counter magic. They attack. If I block here, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then next turn they hit me for 5. I'm just so dead if I do that. So let's just block this one. Down to 4. They do nothing. Cool. They mill themselves. They have probably 2 counter spells up. Psychic Frog. I don't think that can buy me another turn. Let me consider. Counterspell I will put on top. That was my only other blue. It's unfortunate. Hopefully I can hit some off Bazaar. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Ditch this. This. I can play Wheel of Fortune with Counterspell backup. But I really need to hit a Lion's Eye Diamond. Right? I'll discard World Beach and I have no way to get it back. I might be able to hit Fury. No, I'd still die. No, because you can shrink something. Okay, let's ditch this. And I just gotta, I mean, you basically have to hope they have nothing here. Play an island. Play Wheel of Fortune. If they don't have counter magic, this will still lose me the game because they will draw into it at some point. Memory lapse. Put it on top. I will concede. No, we'll counter this. Make them have double counter magic, which they did. Yeah, it's just such a bad matchup. Oh, okay, they didn't have double counter magic. They get lost on Underworld Breach. I was not expecting. And now I die, right? I can play LED and not play Thassa's Oracle. It's not a Black Lotus. GG's. See you guys next round. All right, we're playing against Jade Daniels, 84. We got a Tameo. We got a Flame of Anor. Yeah, we'll keep. Let's keep. They kept 7. I think it's definitely turn 1 Tameo. Turn 2, like Shelldock, maybe Consider. Ooh, never mind. Turn 1 Spirebluff Tameo. Now we might be able to get Flame of Anor online even sooner than expected. Far ahead of schedule. Okay. Well, I can't really stop that. I could flip Tameo right now, but I kind of want the wizard. Okay, well, only one thing there. Back, get a clue. Probably just gonna Thought Scour myself with Treasure Cruise in hand. Seems relevant. Alright, what are you Grim Monolithing? 6 mana. Just a hard cast generous Ent. I love it. I love it. Tell them that too. Thundertrap Trainer is also a wizard. Knight's Whisper Black. Can't play that right now. Okay, you got a 5/7. It's not nothing. This costs 4 mana and tap. Whenever you draw your third card in a turn. So even Flame of Anor doesn't flip Tameo, unfortunately. And this has reach. So it can block when Tameo attacks. Turn 3, so I've already played a land. Let's just pass. If they try and untap Grim Monolith main phase, I can Flame of Anor it. That is the least red mountain of all time. Okay. I'm just gonna go for this. I will draw cards. This will die. Kind of feels like they're trying to untap it, so I might as well use their mana so they can't untap it. Mind Collapse, hard cast on Tameo. Sure. Don't get to draw 2 cards, and you didn't get to attack. And it's the Wheel of Fortune. They have 3 cards in hand. Go. Let's go consider. Undercity Sewers is a black source, but I don't really care about it. That's good. Lox Pearl. Play this. Play the Monument. Did I just Treasure Cruise? Very mana effective. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full hand. Yeah, what do you got? Take 5. Ocelot Pride. This Toxic Deluge is going to be very expensive for me. Lion Sash. Definitely have to kill that. I think I just want to... Yeah, I think I just want a Toxic Deluge main phase for 7. They have 1 card in hand. Let me play an island because I want a Frantic Search too. Cast this. Pay 7 life. They could have cracked a food token to make Ocelot Pride bigger. They did not. Now they can't exile my graveyard, so I get to Frantic Search with Monument out, which is so sick. Oh, disgusting. Oh well. I still have a good hand. They have no cards in hand. I guess that makes sense. I should have expected a counter spell, given what I had seen. I can Thundertrap Trainer with Offspring. Seems kind of good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your friends. Okay. Let's Offspring first. I'm gonna grab Underworld Breach. I'm gonna grab Lion's Eye Diamond. That seems alright to me. I can't do anything about it yet. Let's play this tapped. But next turn is gonna go crazy. Elspeth, you got it. That is gonna be a dead opponent. There's the Oracle. Okay, let's play Breach. Start things off. And I don't really care too much. Let's play LED. Guess in this case, I want to hold control. I guess I don't want to let them draw any cards, right? But maybe it just doesn't matter. Hold control, Wheel of Fortune. Crack this for blue. Lose 3 life, make a treasure, draw a card. Flame Slash, you got it. Wow. Really, really bad draw, but that's okay. Did I lose my Frantic Search? Did I exile it? Because that's not great. Can't play Wheel of Fortune. I can play Knight's Whisper. I guess that's the play. Cast Knight's Whisper. Exile, land, Deluge, Flame Slash. 3 cards left. I can crack a clue. Guess I can play it safe. Crack this for black. There's 7 cards. No, I can't actually do both. This is a little awkward. Thassa's Oracle is just lethal unless they have specifically Solitude, but that's fine. Play this. Exile, Wheel of Fortune, Knight's Whisper, Fury, Treasure Cruise. And 3, I win. Let's crack a clue in response, just to make it more likely. Okay. 5 color stuff. I'm feeling okay. Monument was good that game. I think Monument should give you a clue. Although that is worse than draw a card. Here comes Tamio. I will keep this. Last game they had 6 mana on turn 3. Okay, that's actually quite good. Flame Slash, Flame Venor, Oculus, green. Is there a green like counter spell? What do you got for us? Talisman of Curiosity. Curious about that getting Flame of Venord. Let's go Island, attack. Bluff, counterspell, crack a clue at end of turn. Frantic Search into Oculus will almost put us there. Ragavan without dash. Interesting. Holding up mana for something. Oh, that's a good one. Let's hang tight though. Let's play Mountain. Pass turn with all mana up and Tamio to block Ragavan. Then I can Flame of Anor, Ragavan, and Talisman in their upkeep. Or right now. Felia. I guess I care more about Felia. For an artifact to 5 damage. Kill this, kill this. Block Ragavan. Concede? Sick. That's so disgusting. Okay, I get a land, they get mana. I guess there's something to be said about. Let me get untapped black. There's something to be said about killing the Ragavan because they could hit like Thassa's Oracle. But I think Oculus has enough where I can just kill them regardless of what happens. I'm also going to live my best life with Bazaar of Baghdad Frantic Search. Remand has entered the zone. I could also just counterspell. But, I mean, come on. Bazaar of Baghdad. Draw, discard. Oh. I can do that for 2. Don't really care that much. Let's ditch this. This. Counterspell seems awesome. Narset's a little bit late to the party, although she's really good. Narset's late to the party. Then we can Frantic Search. Okay, discard this. I'm realizing I'm not going to be able to Treasure Cruise and Oculus. And I want to Flame Slash the Ragavan and play an Oculus here. Let's play the Oculus first. Exile everything except for Echo Veons. I mean, this deck is... We're kind of moving. You got to remand. But I have Monument plus Bazaar. Put this in my... Consider in my graveyard. Hey, we did it. Ah, that was so close to a trophy, too. Yeah, that one match we fought really hard, but just got a little bit unlucky. The deck was awesome. I like this archetype. Bazaar and Storm is really good. We wanted a squee, and we wanted like more discard stuff. We didn't quite get there on the discard synergy, but just playing Bazaar with draw 7s, with Oculus, with Treasure Cruise is good. I think it's just a genuinely good card. So yeah, if you like that, consider subscribing, and a bunch of ways to support the channel. I made a card game called Algomancy. You can check it out in the description if you want to do that. I have a second YouTube channel that I'm posting every other day for the next like many months. Go check that out. Otherwise, just, leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.